Good morning, children. Welcome to Narayana Live Classes. Myself, Sanmesh, and today we are going to discuss Class 10 Physics CBSE Assignment 1, which is based on the chapter Light, Reflection and Refraction. This assignment was provided to you on 29th of July. Let us start. Our first question of the assignment is, explain how power of lens depends on its focal length. Again, I repeat the question, explain how the power of lens depends on its focal length. Now, children, first of all, how do you define a power of lens? Power of lens is basically the degree of convergence or divergence of a light offered by the lens. Now, this convergence or divergence, it will depend on how much the lens is curved. So it will depend upon the curvature of the lens. Now we know that due to the curvature, there is a focal length to a lens. Okay, focal length arises due to the curvature. For example, if you take plane mirror, it has no curvature, it will have no focal length. Okay, similarly, we can say that the curvature gives rise to the focal length. So the curvature gives rise to the focal length. Hence, the power of the lens, it depends upon the focal length. Now there is one more equation also to relate power of the lens and the focal length, which is equal to, which is given by P is equal to 1 by F. This relation is given to show that power is related to the focal length. Again, let us go to our question number 2. Now this is a similar type of question but slightly twisted. How is power of lens affected by its curvature? Now again, the same definition we will write for the power. It is the degree to which a lens converges or diverges a light which is incident on it. Now this convergence or divergence will depend on how much the lens is curved. So it will depend upon the curvature. Now a lens which is highly curved means that it will have a high convergence or divergence to offer to an incident light. High curvature means high convergence or divergence. Similarly, a lens which is slightly curved means it will have less convergence or divergence to offer to the light. In this way, the power of lens is dependent on the curvature of lens. I hope the point is clear, children. Let us proceed to our question number 2. Sorry, the question number 3. A lens is formed by combining two lenses of powers 12 diopter and -8 diopter in contact with each other. What will be the focal length of the combination? Now, children, to find the combination of, to find the power of the combination of lengths, we have a general equation which is given by P is equal to P1 plus P2 minus D into P1 into P2. This is the general equation, children. Now, since the distance between both the lenses is 0, okay, as we can see from the statement, a lens is formed by combining two thin lenses, in contact with each other. In contact with each other means what? The distance between them is 0. So this entire term, children, will become 0. So the power of combination will be nothing but P is equal to P1 plus P2. Now we have to simply add both the powers. Now P1 is equal to 12 diopter, P2 is equal to -8 diopter. So 12 minus 8 is equal to 4 diopter. So this is the power of the combination of lengths. Now what about focal length? Again, focal length equation just now we saw F is equal to 1 by P. This is the relation between power and the focal length. So simply we have to substitute the value of P here, just now we found, which is equal to 4. So F will be equal to 1 by 4, which is equal to 0.25 meter, or we can write it as 25 centimeter. So the focal length of the combination of lens will be 25 centimeter. I hope the point is clear, children. Let us proceed further to our next question. Okay. Question number 4, children. A convex lens has focal length of 20 centimeter. Find its power in diopters. Now, children, focal length is already given, which is 20 centimeter. Now we need to find power in diopter. So first thing we need to convert, we need to do is we have to convert this focal length into meter. Just simply divide it by 100, you will get focal length into meter, which is 0.2 meter, and substitute it in this equation. P is equal to 1 by F, which is equal to 1 by 0.2, which is equal to 5 diopter. I hope the point is clear, children. Very easy question. Let us proceed further to our last question of this assignment. Question number 5 is a bit lengthy question, but it is easy. The combined power of two lenses in contact is plus 10 diopter. Now there are two lenses which are in contact and their combined power is plus 10 diopter. When they are separated by 20 centimeter, so when there is a 20 centimeter gap between both the lenses, their power becomes 6.25 diopter. And we need to find the power of individual lenses. We need to find P1 value, we need to find P2 value. Now the first information which is provided is P is equal to P1 plus P2, which is equal to 10 diopter, as they have given when the lenses are stick together. That means there is no gap between those lenses. That time the combination power will be 10 diopter. That's what we got here from a general equation. Now when there is a gap between two lenses, when there is a separation of 20 centimeter, or we can say 0.2 meter between two lenses, we will use this general equation as we have discussed earlier also. Okay, P1 plus P2 minus D times P1 into P2. So P1 plus P2 already we have from our equation 1, which is 10 diopter. We'll substitute it here. D is the separation, which is 0.2 meter. Let us put it here. And we need to find P1 into P2 value. We don't know it. And the combination, the power of the combination is already given. In this case, it is 6.25 diopter. It is given in the question. Now let us solve this equation to find the value of P1 into P2. Simply we'll take 6.25 diopter into the left hand side. We'll shift this term to the right hand side and we'll do this mathematics. Okay. The answer which we get, which is 18.75. Now this is the value of P1 into P2. Let us call this as equation number 3. So P1 into P2 product is 18.75, equation number 3. Now children, I am using two equations. P1 plus P2 whole square and P1 minus P2 whole square, which is our general formula, A plus B whole square and A minus B whole square. This is what I have written. This is my equation number 4, P1 plus P2 whole square, and P1 minus P2 whole square is equation number 5. Now what I will do is, I will subtract equation 4 from equation 5. By subtracting, what I get is P1 minus P2 whole square is equal to P1 plus P2 whole square minus 4 times P1 into P2. This term, these two terms will get cancelled out as they are common. Okay, they will get cancelled out in subtraction. So now we can find the value of P1 minus P2. Simply, we can substitute all these values which we have. P1 plus P2, which we already have, which is 10, minus 4 times P1 into P2 product we have found, which is 18.75. So the value of P1 minus P2 whole square comes out to be, if you do this math, it comes out to be 25. Again, we need the value of P1 minus P2. So let us take the square root on both the sides. So we get P1 minus P2 is equal to 5. Now children, we have this equation number 6 and we have equation number 1. Using these two equations, we can clearly solve for P1 and P2. So now what I'm doing is I'm subtracting equation 6, this equation 6 from this equation 1. Okay. So by subtracting, what I get is P1 will get cancelled out. So I am left with 2P2, which is equal to 10 minus 5, which is equal to 5. So P2 will be equal to 5 by 2, which is equal to 2.5 diopter. If P2 is equal to 2.5 diopter, P1 will be nothing but 10 minus 2.5, which is 7.5 diopter. So the power of individual lenses, children, is 7.5 diopter and 2.5 diopter. It was a bit lengthy question, but it was simple. I hope children, all the concepts are clear. Thank you. Thank you so much.